Hello, we are Laden and Andrew, two 50-somethings who are tired of their mundane existence in the UK and decided to change our lives before we got too old. So we bought 3 acres of scrub hillside in rural southwest Turkey, sold our home, packed in our jobs and flew out with 8 suitcases of belongings, with the dream of developing our own food forest and living a self-sufficient homesteading style of life. It sounds great, but we have a very limited budget. Neither of us have any farming experience, and not to mention 2 aging bodies. Come with us today as we head out to the land, which we've named Ladanistan, and we'll give you a little tour. Probably easiest to show you from the drone actually. So here you're looking at the hillside heading down towards the lane. All the grassy areas are hillside. And as we get lower down, you'll see the rocks coming up there on the left with the reeds. And then we've got the triangular field, the flat field at the bottom there. And that's currently where I'm standing. And this is the area that we're looking to develop first of all. So it's reasonably flat, slopes down towards the bottom, the left-hand corner by the lane side. We've got the big sort of quartz type rocks and a mixture of sort of hawthorn and olive trees. So from the lane, we've got the bottom section's flat, and this bit here, I'm going to have to put some sort of dry stone wall or fence in with a gate. And then as you can see, it's really overgrown. There's it's just been left empty for at least 20 years and not much has happened to it. Neighbours have used it as a bit of a dumping ground and put their animals on it. We've seen some cows on it occasionally. Over here on to the right, we've got there's a natural spring in amongst all these reeds. There's a little bit of water visible just down here, full of frogs. See if we can spot any. No, I think I frightened them all away. So we've got a rocky backdrop here. So it's quite a nice, well, I'm hoping we can dig this out and turn it into quite an attractive looking pond or pool. It'll provide water for the stuff we're growing and even for us, hopefully. We'll see. I'll need to maybe get someone in to look at that and advise. I've not stuck anything into the water to see how deep it is. I don't think it's particularly deep. But the land is quite flat down here, not perfectly flat, and we've noticed this morning, which I haven't seen before, there's a lot of holes in the ground. They look like they're made by a creature rather than the hoof prints of the cows walking through. I don't know what's making them. Let's see one down there. There's quite a lot, they're pretty much everywhere. So I'm a bit worried. We've got a bit of a, not so much an infestation, but a active population of something under the ground, which we might have to deal with. Laden is not an animal lover and was rather unhappy to find all these holes. Was speculating what they were. She's convinced it's rats. I'm not convinced it's rats, but I'm not sure what it is. Certainly not big enough for rabbits. It could be rodents of some design. I don't think they're snakes. They're much too large for snakes, and I'm not even sure snakes wouldn't make their own burrows they'd utilise other animals' burrows. But anyway, we'll worry about them on another day. And then this is, as you see, the land's just overgrown and a lot of clearing up to be done. This is the border with the neighbour, or one of the neighbours. So I'm thinking of, we're going to need a fence from that fence line along here, clear out all this gorse or whatever it is. I don't know, it's not gorse, but something. And then to the start of the big rocks. Because if the neighbours are using our hill with their cows, which I don't mind, because the cows churn up the ground, loosen it, and obviously their droppings add nutrients. So we're not planning to do anything on the hillside for some time. So I'm quite happy for the cows to be there, but I don't want them coming down the hillside into, trampling through all the hard work that I'll be doing, and certainly uprooting anything that we plant. And if there's any wild boar around, likewise, we want to try and keep them out. But I think that might be a bit of a harder proposition. We'll worry about that if they are here. The hillside itself, you'll get it's the larger part of the land. It's so a third of it is this flat bit where I'm standing at the moment, and then 2/3 of it go up the hillside there. And the plan for that in time will be to put some swales in and plant it with trees. I'm not sure what yet, but probably a mixture. Obviously olive grows well here, but pretty much anything will grow well. But I'm thinking of, I don't know, it could be, if we plant sufficient amount of trees in the flat bit, then the top bit could be more of a cash crop. So maybe lemons or, what else am I thinking of? Figs or something like that. We'll see. That's for the future. First job is to do something with all this stuff. It's about an acre, give or take, and there's a lot to be done. So that's the beginning, and over the next series of vids we'll hopefully start clearing it up. Goodness knows how long that's going to take. Might do it section by section, we'll see. I'll just there's no set plan as such. We'll wing it and just see how it goes. I think we'll need plenty of luck, so appreciate it if I can get your best wishes. And oh, I was going to say, before started filming, I had a walk up above the rocks with Ladden, and I saw something move out in the corner of my eye, parallel with where she was walking, although quite a few meters away, and it was a dirty big snake scuttling away over the rocks. So I didn't tell her at the time, but I did tell her once we'd cleared the area. She wasn't happy, hence why she's now sat in the car. So all this work that's needed, I'm going to be doing it on my own, because I don't think she's going to set foot on here again until I can guarantee her these holes have gone and there's no snakes. Well, I hope the first video wasn't too tedious for you. If you'd like to follow us on our adventure, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any tips or advice, then by all means leave a comment. And hopefully we'll see you next time.